I'm very pleased to introduce Mr. Russell and thankful to him, Ms. Roberts, Mr. McMurray, Mrs. O'Connell, Mr. Brown, all of whom have traveled to Lithuania to develop this exchange they're going to now talk about. So please welcome Mr. Russell.
The slides are ready. Now's a good time. Perfect. Good morning, everyone. For the last 2 summers, teachers and students from MBA and Harpeth Hall traveled to Lithuania, the most southern of the 3 Baltic countries, which also include Latvia, Estonia. This summer, we will return for a 3rd time with 10 more boys from MBA and 6 girls from Harpeth Hall. And would the following boys please stand? Freshmen Otto Olsen, Luke Bernatavitz, Andrew Sutphin, Reagan Sparks, and Walker Connor were the first group of boys to join the Lithuanian project. And current 8th graders, and would they also please stand, William Roberts, Turner Stevens, John Wallace, Joseph Lucas, John Thornton, Landis Hall, Ben Gallanter, Roy Clavery, Grayson Hill, and Dudley Harmer have participated in the year-long project this year and will leave in June for a 3rd trip to Lithuania. While there, they will visit, and the slides will show this, a number of sites significant to the Lithuanian and indeed European and world history, including a former Soviet nuclear missile silo and the former KGB headquarters in Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania. More significant, however, are the people with whom we visit, which include survivors of the deportations to Siberia and a survivor of the Holocaust in Vilnius when it was occupied by the Nazis during World War II. Although Lithuanians as a group of people have a very long and ancient history dating back over 1,000 years, they achieved their independence on February 16, 1918. But this autonomy was short-lived, and Lithuanians continued to struggle for their independence between Germany, Russia, and even Poland, as they had throughout most of their history. And on June 15, 1940, the Soviet Union took control of Lithuania. From 1941 to 1944, Nazi forces held Lithuania. But Soviet forces returned and regained control of Lithuania in January of 1945. Lithuania had been absorbed into the Soviet Union and was then known as the Lithuanian Soviet Socialist Republic. Yet Lithuanians never lost hope of achieving their independence, and at the Vilnius TV tower on January 13, 1991, Lithuanians were summoned by their president to defend themselves against Soviet tanks. And before the radio signal was cut, the announcer spoke these words: "We address all those who hear us. It is possible that the army can break us with force or close our mouths, but no one will make us renounce freedom and independence." But even more important than these encounters with the past are the current relationships that are being built with a school in Kaunas, Lithuania, called Lithuanian School of Health Sciences, or LSMU, with whom we have shared pen pals, read Between Shades of Gray and To Kill a Mockingbird, and traveled throughout Lithuania. Today, we are honored to have as our guests teachers and students from LSMU. And would they please stand as I do my best Lithuanian. Arūnas, Headmaster Arūnas, Director of International Relations Ingrida, and 3 teachers, Vilma, Simonas, and Christina. They have traveled to Nashville with 10 of their students who are seated with them, and would they please stand? Žygimantas, and another Žygimantas, 2 boys named Žygimantas, one up there. Balis, Paulius, Viljus, Ugne, Olivia, Amelia, Katrina, and Simona. I'm still working on pronunciation. They will spend today and half day tomorrow attending classes at MBA before seeing specific sites in Music City and Middle Tennessee. And on Friday, they will visit Harpeth Hall. Then on Saturday, we'll all enjoy Indata together before they return to CONUS on Sunday. And I'd like to now turn it over to Mr. Meredith, Mr. Scowden, who have a special music presentation for our guests.
Good morning. I'm delighted to have these ambassadors from Lithuania here. I'm going to ask that all MBA students, faculty, and staff become ambassadors right now and take an active role in the playing of the Lithuanian national anthem by 1, standing, and 2, giving your silence and respect to our guests. So please rise as the MBA orchestra plays the national anthem.
Lithuania is primarily a Catholic nation, but as we were told there numerous times, the people's second religion is basketball. In a country with a population just under 3 million and a land area about 60% the size of Tennessee, the pride and passion for the national sport runs as deep as the Baltic Sea. Lithuanians first flocked to basketball in the late 1930s, when a national team earned back-to-back Eurobasket championships. After 1940, though, as Lithuania lost nationhood, so too did it lose its basketball team. Lithuanians were forced to play not for their own homeland, but for the Soviet Union. For example, the 1988 Olympic gold medal team, which defeated the US in the semifinals, wore the Soviet uniform, but 4 of the 5 starters on that team hailed not from Russia, but from a single city in Lithuania, which is also the hometown of our visitors, Kaunas. Just months after their people earned independence in 1991, that same core of players shocked the world as brand new Lithuania won the bronze medal at the '92 Olympics. To learn more on that amazing journey, I urge you to check out from our library or from Netflix a riveting movie titled The Other Dream Team. In the same year as the famed American Dream Team of Jordan, Magic, Bird, and others, the true dream of freedom was realized by a scrappy and determined Lithuanian team. Lithuanians currently playing in the U.S. include Gonzaga power forward Domantas Sabonis, Toronto Raptor Jonas Valanciunas, and Houston Rocket Donatas Montejunas, who we met last summer.
In keeping with the theme of basketball, I have a signed autograph Hall of Fame basketball from Lenny Wilkins, who was an assistant coach on the 92 and 96 team that played against the Lithuanians. And we also have a jersey from Harvard Hall and a jersey from NBA we'd like to give. Thank you.
And finally, while Headmaster Runas is still up here, I'd like to give LSMU on behalf of NBA in the United States of America an American flag which is flown over the U.S. Capitol. With this gift, we recognize the heartfelt friendship between our schools and our democratic, independent, and free countries.
Well, thank you to everyone who made this exchange possible. Thanks to the orchestra, Mr. Meredith's idea, Joseph Scowden's leadership, the orchestra performing today, and most of all, thank you to our guests. We are very grateful to have you here and hope this is a wonderful week for you here.